Well, CBS 19 is a proud partner of the Caldwell Zoo. Poison dart frogs are some of the most infamous creatures in the animal kingdom. They're usually found in Central and South America, but did you know that a group of them live right here in the Piney Woods? I recently got a chance to go behind the scenes at the reptile house at the Caldwell Zoo to learn a bit more. Well, these are some of the most beautiful creatures to see, but not to touch. I'm here at the Caldwell Zoo with Caitlin Linhart, supervisor of reptiles, and we're leaping into some knowledge with some poison dart frogs. Caitlin, how poisonous are we talking here?
So this species here, the toxin or the poison that covers their body could easily take down several adults.
That is crazy. They have such beautiful coloring. Does the color of their skin have any impact on how poisonous they are?
So like most things in nature, if they're brightly colored or patterned, it's a warning trying to tell you I'm very dangerous, stay away from me, I can cause you a lot of harm, so please leave me alone.
Okay, so the poison, are we okay this close to them? Do you need to touch them? Are we good with the lid off of their enclosure?
The insects that they eat in the wild is what makes them so poisonous. So here in a zoo setting, we are feeding them pinhead crickets and fruit flies, which are not poisonous insects, so it doesn't make them poisonous, so they are harmless.
Phew, I feel my heart rate going down already. So where in the wild are they usually found?
This species here is native to Colombia. However, you can find species from Central America down into South America.
So we're not going to encounter them in the wild here in Texas?
No.
In the wild, is there any threat to their conservation?
It's mostly deforestation, so it's running out of habitats and places to live, and then also there are different diseases and funguses that have gone through waterways that's also affected their numbers, because since they are amphibians, they do absorb things through their skin, so if things are in the water, they absorb that, so it can cause them a lot of harm.
Are there any conservation programs that you're helping these frogs?
There are some that have been set up. Researchers and scientists, conservationists, they went ahead of this certain fungus that was going through the waterways, and they caught populations of frogs, and they set up breeding facilities, and then they released like froglets and little frogs back into their native habitat, trying to bring those numbers back up.
So with a species that has decreasing numbers in the wild, why is it important for the average person to be able to see them in person?
So most people don't have an opportunity to go to Central and South America to be able to see these guys in the wild. So if you come to the zoo here, you might be able to see a species that you would never have an opportunity to see in your lifetime. And thus it brings awareness to like what's going on in the wild with their habitat. And there's maybe small changes you can make in your personal life to help their habitat in the wild.
Well, certainly exciting to see them in person. If you want to see them in person, you can come down to the Caldwell Zoo. They're currently in the Herpetarium, but pretty soon they're going to be moving to the new South America exhibit. For CBS 19, I'm Sarah Blue.
Well, the more you know. I love that they have a coat. It's like an unspoken language of like, don't mess with me. Like they don't even have to communicate that. They're just like, when you see this color, you know not to play with me.
They're like,
I wish I
look
had that.
Stunning.
Yeah.
Therefore, don't mess. Don't mess.
I wish I had like something that was like, instead of, you know, people have RBFs, but like they look nice. They just have a color that says, you know what, please don't play with me because I am poisonous.
And what's crazy is the amount of different shades that they have. These ones in particular, I believe, were golden dart frogs, but they have them in all different shades: blue, red, any color you could think of.
The more you know. I'm glad they're not poisonous at the Caldwell Zoo.
Me too. That definitely gave me a little level of comfort. I was a bit worried.
I could see. Well, if you guys want to check them out, today would be a great day to head to the Caldwell Zoo. We'll be back after the break.